I had a chance to chat with some of the Australian firefighters working on the Cougar Creek fire. Here they are.
My name is Adam Wicks. I'm Line Safety Officer in Division Alpha at the Cougar Creek Fire.
Andrew Surety, I'm the Safety Officer on Charlie Division.
Okay, my name's Colette. I'm a helicopter manager at Fish Lake.
Lee Sage, I'm from West Australia and here I'm Division Supervisor.
My name's Aaron Van Winden, I'm the Division Delta Safety Officer.
Thomas Ross, and I'm over here as Heckham.
Yeah, Ross Anderson, I'm a District Manager with the Department for Environment and Water in South Australia.
Duncan, at Fish Lake.
My name's Tim Cassar and title was Safety Officer.
Tell us about the differences when working on wildfires between here and Australia.
We use engines a lot more. We don't use the hand crews as much as you guys do.
Like, we work from our trucks. We don't do a lot of the hand crew type stuff, like lugging hand tools.
There's a bit of snow in the distance. Definitely don't have that at home.
I'd say the biggest difference between how we do it and you do it is you go much more direct than we do.
And having the briefings warning us about bears and cougars, a lot different to Australia.
Probably the main difference is really around terminology rather than actually what we do. It's about how we describe it to each other.
Yeah, we all fight fire the same way. It's just how you arrange and order things a little bit different, that's all. And how you describe things a bit different.
It's different lingo, different terminology, but really good people, really kind.
What are some of the similarities between here and Australia?
There's probably more similarities rather than there are differences.
Very similar with the campaign fires here and the firefighting techniques that you use.
The tactics are very similar.
We're able to transfer our skills from what we do in Australia to our roles here.
Oh, definitely everyone's attitude. Everyone's ready for a joke.
Lots of snag trees, which we have at home as well, which we'll call hazard trees or stags.
What are the most interesting things that you've seen while here in the United States?
Most interesting thing is, I suppose, the countryside. So it's totally different to what we experience in Australia.
When I went through the redwoods down in California, those trees are massive, unbelievable.
The very large air tankers, the VLATs, they're amazing. Like how big they are and how low they fly and all the retardant they drop, they were really interesting to see.
The most interesting things I've found has been the wildlife.
Oh, I'd have to say all your wildlife that we don't have back in Australia.
Birds.
And all the wildlife was amazing too.
Deer.
I was going for dinner and seeing the bear sign, that there was a bear in campsite.
Bears, deers, elks, chipmunks,
bighorn sheep.
One of the things I have noticed is with the squirrels, we call them squirrels at home, but around here everyone's calling them timber tigers.
Can you give us a little lesson on Australian terminology?
Oh, we say g'day, how you going? Or how they hanging?
Probably bloke is, for Australian, and Sheila for woman.
I get along great with the crews. They're all, a bunch of fellas, as we say back in Australia, although that means chainsaw operators over here.
Okay, well, you guys say porta potty, I think it is. Back home, it's a dunny can.
Well, we were talking about the dunny, which is our slang term for a toilet.
When you want to shift a bulldozer or an excavator at home, we put it on a float, but here it's called a lowboy.
Well, we call our money different things, like a tanner is a 10, a pineapple is a 50. It's based on their colours. A lobster is a 20 because it's bright orange.
Ute is a pickup truck.
So you have a cooler where you have your drinks and sandwiches and things like that. In Australia we call it an esky. So that was a difference when we were asking, where's the esky for the ice? We certainly got some puzzled looks.
We don't have snags on our fireground because a snag is a sausage.
I'm just confused. Just confused about what they're talking about.
Some of the terms we hear on the fireground that make us laugh.
There's a lot of time people look at me and go, what the hell did you just say?
Al Lawson with Northwest Team 10. On behalf of the Northwest teams and Team 10, I'd like to thank our Australian friends for their commitment in helping out with the Northwest fires this year. I know they left their families similar to our firefighters, and they've been here an awfully long time, but again, I really appreciate their participation this summer. They were a great help and filled a lot of roles for us. With that, I want to thank you again, and good day.